This is a disaster, Venom. I think we have a situation on our hands here.
You need a brush.
I think I need to brush as well. It's those Doritos. Anyways, those Doritos were quite spicy. They were on fire like Kilauea. Kilauea is burning everything. The inferno is horrible. Houses are burning and 4 people dead.
But you never know when there could be more.
There could be more. 4 people dead in the last 100 years. I think he's right. I think we have a situation. Who knows? Tomorrow there could be more people dead. This is horrible. I think that...
Okay, so what kind of volcano is Kilauea?
So, Kilauea is a shield volcano. It's very broad and large, takes up the whole island. The lava seeps out and burns everything in its path. It is a true disaster. Kilauea is vicious and treacherous. This needs to stop.
So, we have news reporter Edward at the scene of Kilauea. So, let's talk to Edward right now and get his input on the matter. Right now, we have Edward at the scene. So, Edward, please explain to us Kilauea.
Well, Kilauea is one of 5 shield volcanoes on Hawaii. The other 2 are dormant and or extinct. Kilauea is active 24/7. Kilauea is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. And unlike most volcanoes, it doesn't actually erupt or explode. It has a constant river of lava flowing down into the ocean.
How is Kilauea related to mid-ocean ridges?
Well, Kilauea isn't really related to mid-ocean ridges. Kilauea is part of Hawaii, which is a series of islands over a hotspot. As the Pacific plate moves, lava seeps up through a plume and creates a volcano which eventually grows into the island. Kilauea is the volcano that is currently directly over the plume.
How is Kilauea? When was the last time Kilauea erupted?
Well, like I said, Kilauea doesn't really erupt. It has been erupting or seeping out lava since 1973, making it one of the longest flow eruptions in the last 200 years.
Okay, we're at the scene of Kilauea, and as you can see, there is major destruction right
There is a major destruction. We cannot enter this area. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at this horrible. Oh my god.
This means super seismic volcano. By the way, that U is a V. That is not a U. That's a V.
That is a V. Oh my god. Look at this madness. This destruction is horrible. Oh my god.
Okay,
Oh my god. What? Oh my god. 2 civilians.
Okay, we got 2 citizens at the scene. Let's go get their input on the matter.
Guys.
Get over.
So, what are your 2 names?
Robert and Fred.
Okay, you guys, what have you been experiencing from this disaster?
Well, what disaster?
It was just like...
What, have you not seen?
I know that I don't really like the taste of decaf coffee, but... You know, I could deal with it.
Anyway, let's get back to the matter. Let's just get him out of here. Okay, so what is going on with Kilauea right now? We can see there's a dead tree right there.
Look at that tree. Look at that tree. This tree has been knocked over by the destruction. Look at it. It's fallen into the ocean. Oh my god.
Look at Kilauea right there.
Oh my god.
It is spewing.
Yeah, that's the fountain that we just put in. I made this fountain actually.
You did?
Yeah, it's not.
So what do you
how can you explain? Yeah, how do you explain that tree that it's just fallen over?
You know, just fell over.
There was a windstorm last
Okay,
night.
then what is this? What is this madness going on with Kilauea?
Well, you know, it exerts stuff.
There isn't really much madness. It's just flowing lava into the ocean. That's pretty much it.
I also work.
What happens when the lava flows into the ocean? What happens? Is there tornadoes and hurricanes? Is there hurricanes and tornadoes?
Really, all that happens is it kind of just the magma comes out and then it forms a bigger island.
Yeah,
that's about it.
It just makes us. It just makes us a better.
Yeah, it just makes a bigger island, pretty much.
What happens if this lava flows into one of your houses?
It doesn't flow into the house.
Yeah,
they have it sealed off.
Yeah.
So that won't happen. They did that like 60 years ago.
Yeah, we try not to build houses on the lava.
Well, we have Edward and Riley,
Robert and Fred here. We thank you guys for your input. We're going to go back to the news station and edit this with some special effects. Let's go. So it turns out, Kilauea is not as exciting as we thought it is, but it's still visited by thousands, even millions of tourists each year, due to its beautiful attractiveness. Kilauea is also perfect for volcanologists to study because it doesn't have violent explosive eruptions like most volcanoes do. It makes it much safer to study. The only thing relatively dangerous about Kilauea is the sulfur dioxide that it exerts almost constantly. This, also known as VOG by the locals, can cause problems such as air pollution, which can be very harmful to people who have breathing problems such as asthma. It can also cause people to cough a lot. Besides that, Kilauea is pretty safe and beautiful. If you're wondering about how Kilauea is related to plate tectonics, we have Rylan Sepik here to explain to us.
Today, we have geologist Ryland Sepik here to explain to us how Kilauea is related to plate tectonics. So, Ryland, please explain to us how that is related to plate tectonics.
Plate tectonics is the theory that the Earth's lithosphere is made out of moving plates. Now, the Hawaiian Islands was created by a tectonic plate moving over a hotspot. The Pacific plate is moving northwest, and the hotspot located at the Hawaiian Islands broke through the Pacific plate by either melting a thin part of the plate or a hotter spot in the magma melted the plate. The Pacific plate then continued to move southeast, and the magma came out of the mantle and hardened, creating the Hawaiian Islands. The current source of magma is now at the island of Hawaii. Kilauea is one of the volcanoes that are continuing to exert magma from the hotspot. Now, normally a volcano will be created by either a divergent boundary or a convergent boundary. However, Kilauea was created by a hotspot melting through a part of the plate.
So, Ryland, can you explain to us how plate tectonics exists?
Yeah. Plate tectonics is the theory that the Earth's lithosphere is made out of moving plates. And, evidence for this is shown in several things, such as Pangea, seafloor elevation, or seafloor spreading, and...
Wait, what is seafloor spreading?
Well, seafloor spreading is when plates on the seafloor spread, and the magma, and you could see this, that this really happens because on the ocean floor there are ridge lines, and these ridge lines were made from magma. And where this magma came from was that the two plates, they broke apart, and magma then came out of the crack that the seafloor made and hardened, creating a ridge. Now, and also you can see that plate tectonics happens from things such as Pangea. Now, Pangea was this really big supercontinent, which was all of the continents put together, but there is no Pangea anymore, and that is because Pangea broke apart due to plate tectonics.
I think that's it.
Alright, there are three types of plate boundaries. The first is a convergent boundary, which is when two plates collide. Now, the two plates will either both push up, creating a mountain, or one plate will go under the other, creating a trench. The second type of plate boundary is a divergent boundary, which is when two plates pull away from each other and magma comes out of the crack created and hardens, creating a ridge. The third type of plate boundary is a strike-slip fault, which is when two plates slide against each other, creating friction which will make earthquakes. An example of a convergent boundary is Japan. An example of a divergent boundary is the Mid-Atlantic Ridgeline. An example of a strike-slip fault is the San Andreas Fault.
Here's some interesting things about Kilauea. Scientists don't actually know why there's a hotspot randomly in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. There's a few others in the world, but they're kind of randomly scattered. There's one in Greenland, and one of the largest volcanoes in the world is made from a hotspot, Yellowstone. And You know, another really interesting thing about Kilauea, which is really cool, is you can get on a plane right now, fly to Hawaii, and go check it out. Unlike most of the other volcanoes of the world, where the eruptions are kind of random, you can't really predict. You can go to Hawaii right now and watch the lava flows. Speaking of lava flows, here's some pictures of lava flows. And thanks for watching our video. Check out our website if you want to learn more about Kilauea. Here we go. Go.
It's gone. No, wait, that smells just like...
This disaster this is horrible. This is truly, I've never seen anything like this. This is lava everywhere. This is a horrible situation. Kilauea is everywhere.
So, Rylan, can you explain to us that plate tectonics exists?
Yes, I can. Now, plate tectonics is a theory that the Earth's lithosphere is made out of moving plates. And evidence of this comes from many things, such as seafloor spreading. Now, seafloor spreading can be seen because when the seafloor it spreads, magma comes out of the cracks and it hardens.
We're keeping that. We're keeping it. Alright, so we have for you today the disaster of Kilauea. Currently, we only have 4 people dead. In the last century. Yeah, you never know. I think we got a serious disaster on our hands here. We're really not sure what could happen in the next few days. Currently, Kilauea is on a rampage. The lava is truly flowing through the entire island. Kilauea is a shield volcano, and it's very broad and covers the whole island. Lava seeps out and crawls across, burning everything in its path.
Whoa, wait, pause. Here's a shield volcano.
I just explained it.
Oh, you were filming? I thought we were practicing.